Hello, beautiful people. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to start off with a message from Archangel Raphael. This is from a few days ago. So I've got two messages, one from Raphael, one from Michael. They're both a few days old. I just haven't had a chance to relay them to you. I haven't had a chance to post, unfortunately, because I was really, really eager to share them in the moment when they were most strongly felt. But, this might just be slightly belated for some of you. But in case some of you are still going through this or will again in the future, which I'm sure you will, we do as light workers, at least you'll understand what's happening. So in my last or second last reading, I spoke about how Archangel Raphael was all armored up because the angels are in a war at the moment. Yeah, it is a holy war. It was described to me as a war between love. I'm not speaking about romantic love. That is just one type of love, a war between the energy of love and all the energies that are trying to oppose it. And as I said, the angels are working overtime, very, very hardworking angels. And we are sensing, a lot of us who are quite spiritually sensitive are sensing these energies that are taking place in the unseen world. But what I asked that Raphael, as I often do, I said, what can I do to help? What can I do for you? And Raphael reminded me that we need to not only love the people that we love, but also to love our enemies. Yeah, and that does get forgotten sometimes. So yes, it was actually one of the things that Yeshua spoke about. It's so easy to love the people that are nice to us, that are kind to us, but it's much more difficult to love people who wish ill on us, or who hurt us. So Raphael reminded me that we no longer do an eye for an eye. Yeah, we moved past that when Jesus came. We moved past that. Okay, so what he wanted me to tell you was that a lot of these, and I actually saw one yesterday, and this was after he mentioned it to me. A lot of people in the spiritual community have these, return to sender rituals that they will offer. And I don't want to judge them because I can see where that would come from. And the thought has crossed my mind before too. It is a very, very natural thing to, if someone's hurting you, to feel angry about that and want to hurt them back. So I say it with no judgment, but please understand that when you do that, you are effectively scoring a goal for the wrong team, okay? So as I've said before, sorry, my voice just broke. That's interesting. I have no idea. It might come up in the reading why that just happened. But yes, my voice just broke. Yeah, and it was just about to break again. Okay, hello, masculine. I know that's a masculine because I just got an image of a young, like a teenager who's sort of got a crush on somebody, and he's going through, the changes. I'm very curious to see how this reading pans out now. But sorry, back to what I was saying. As natural as it is, we don't want to play that game. They would love us to play that game, yeah? But no, we don't do that. What we can do is protection rituals. And I'm more than happy to help you with any protection rituals if you'd like one. I did one on my son's birthday. I remember saying to you that, I had a troll come in and start an argument with me on my son's birthday. And I said, I went over to my room and I did a protection ritual. Why can I not speak today? Yes, I didn't do a return to sender, but the thought did cross my mind that day. I'm not going to lie to you. And I just thought, no, I'll do a protection. So that was probably them giving me a nudge not to do the return to sender because that's actually very low vibe. Yeah, we don't play their game. We forgive. To err is human, to forgive is divine. And he also wanted to say to love everybody. It doesn't mean you have to choose them though. Okay, so thank you, Raphael, very much for that. Now, on to Michael. It's relating to the same war that I was talking about. Relating to the same war, Michael said that there are a lot of people, I know a lot of you were feeling really funky for a few days there, and I believe it's dissipated. In my case, it has, and my back pain's gone too, woohoo. Yeah, I know a lot of you were feeling really off and just couldn't quite place it. Michael said what it is that people are sensing those nerves. They don't mean something bad is happening, but they do mean that people are sensing that something's changing, yeah? And people tend to get nervous when there's change, even if it's a good thing that's coming. And so I said to him, oh, okay, so basically you're telling me that you guys are winning. And he was like, do you even need to ask? Like, are you serious? Are you kidding me with that question? And he was like, of course we're winning. God wrote the script. Yeah, this is God's show. And I'm the showrunner. Oh yeah, that's what he said. I'm the showrunner. He is such a badass. It's not what he said. It's the way he said it. I mean, he makes it very difficult to not have a crush on him, seriously. But he knows I have a crush on him, and he actually finds it quite amusing. So, all right, let's see. Angels. I'm going to channel my angels today. Now, I do also want to specify that I also speak to God. Yeah, I speak to God regularly as well. But it is a different kind of dynamic. It feels more like I'm talking to, my father or my mother or, some kind of family figure. With the angels, it really feels like I'm just hanging out with my best buddies. Yeah. So it's a different kind of dynamic, and they are a lot of fun. Oh, I knew there was something else I had to say, but on that, God is actually quite fun a lot of the time too. Yeah. And I really feel like I need to stress this. I'm so glad I just brought this up because my son, so my 4-year-old, for whom the veil is still so thin, he's constantly amazing me with the things he says. We were in the car, and then he just comes out and says to me, when I was a soul still, God used to play with me. We used to play games. And I was like, really? What kind of games? And he said, he used to tickle me. And sometimes we used to play with cakes and pies, and he used to throw them at me, and it would make me laugh. And it was the way he said it. It was like he had this look on his face, like he was remembering something. And you know what? I believed him. I did. I believed him. He kind of gets his look on his face when he's making up stories. But no, this was him recounting something. And I thought, I actually do believe you because not that God's ever thrown cake at me. God, I wish he would. But he has been quite playful many times when I've interacted with him. And certainly I've said to you before, the angels and Yeshua are very, very playful. Now, I don't know that they're like that with everybody. And certainly if you were to read the Bible, you don't get much of a playful vibe there, do you? But I do believe that they speak to you in the way that they feel that you're comfortable. But yes, look, play is such a high vibrational energy. That's why I always say, please find. I told you I can't talk today. Please find to play. It's really, really important, yeah? Children are so innocent and unspoiled, and they love to play, don't they? So yes, I just wanted to share that with you. And on that, just quickly, I've already made plans with my boys to, over the holidays, we are going to get some cake and just plant our faces in it, yeah? I said maybe not throw food at each other because, there are a lot of people in this world who don't have food, and it is sad to waste food, but we're going to get a cake and just shove each other's faces in it, and they're very excited about this. So, I'll let you know how that goes. All right, after 8 minutes of rambling. All right, angels, 1, 2, 3. I have blessed them. What do you want to say to my viewers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, don't want you. 7, 8, and 9. As you know, it's really hard to shuffle because I'm leaning over my tripod trying not to knock it over. All right, so we have a 6th chakra meditation. Okay, opening that third eye. Yes. Okay, because we have oh my God, I said the throat chakra. And did I just call that the throat chakra as well? Look, the last reading I did where I said, what do they need to heal, Jesus? This one came up. Now it's come up again, and I'm telling you, I got an image of a young boy, like an adolescent boy, who's like all choked up and just wants to say something to someone. And I'm feeling you. Thank you for confirming that. But this is actually reminding me of something I was told the other day, and I have to say it because I'd forgotten about it. Sometimes I do this just to remind me of certain things. Sorry, Michael, you're going to have to get out of frame now, showrunner, so I can show off these cards. Okay. So I was shown actually the other day, totally forgot about it, the 6th chakra. God was opening up my 6th chakra so that I could choose. He showed me all these timelines. Like I was standing here, right? And I had all these timelines ahead of me, and then he said, open up your third eye. Not that it's not open, but you can always keep opening it. Yeah. Open up some more, and that third eye will show you your highest timeline. The highest timeline, by the way, is the most joyful one, which is why it's coming up in the card now as the rainbow. That's the rainbow that God has promised you. Yeah, that is that feeling. This is like the 10 of cups. So, the 9 of cups, people will say, oh, it's wish fulfillment, and everyone reads things a slightly different way, but I always read that 9 of cups as because there's still one cup missing, yeah? And sometimes that missing cup makes all the difference, right? This is the rainbow. This is, I'm so happy. There's nothing missing now, okay? Whatever that means for you. So please do some third eye. Someone was talking to me the other day about, I don't know how to do all this chakra stuff. Well, there's so many great videos that you can find on YouTube. Yeah, just start off with short ones. But yes, so third eye and throat chakra need to be worked on, please. I know people are tired. That's what I keep hearing from people. But I'm tired. At the end of the day, I just don't have any energy. Look, when I first started, I would just sort of pick one and then I'd do it, and quite often I would fall asleep doing it. You know, even if you're just doing 5 minutes before you get to sleep, gosh, those 5 minutes are going to make a huge difference over time. Yeah, change happens in small increments. There is nothing bad that will ever come from spending 5 minutes a night focusing on your third eye. Yeah, you can see right there where it is, with or without binaural beats, whatever you prefer, and then falling asleep to it. That's an amazing thing. Imagine the dreams you'll be having too. Okay, thank you very much for that. And yes, indecision. So this is, you know, a card of having choices, right? Which does relate to this message, okay? So you are going to be faced with choices, and by having a very open third eye, you're going to see more clearly which is going to be the best choice. Okay, now this may just be for a specific group because I saw that image. Yeah, this may be for some masculines who really need to speak their truth. But if you are a feminine and that resonates with you, please take that on board. Yeah, you need to speak your truth. And the truth, and I forgot to say this the other day actually when I was talking about the throat chakra, it's not just about speaking your truth to others. The throat chakra starts with speaking your truth to yourself. Okay, speaking it to yourself. And a lot of people don't do that. So it takes a lot of courage to speak the truth to yourself, particularly if you have, you know, created an entire life that might have been based on, you know, a persona rather than who you really are. To then admit to yourself, this actually isn't in alignment with who I am and who I want to be. That can be a really daunting thing to do. Okay, so it may take some time to even admit to yourself that the life you're living is not the life you really want to be living, yeah? But it starts with yourself, and then you start to speak that truth to others, yeah? And because I felt this one more strongly, some of you really, really need to do some throat chakra work, please. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day, yeah? Okay, all right, 3 more, please. 1, 2, 3. And I'm still feeling my throat chakra right now. And I was fine before I started doing this reading. Yeah, I was fine. I'm feeling you. It's going to be okay. It will always be okay if you speak your truth to yourself and you speak it to others. Yeah, that's not to say that it may not be difficult. Yeah, but it's your destiny. So it's meant to be okay. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what I'm saying about destiny, by the way, there's a difference between your destined path and all the other sort of fated paths that you could have. The fated paths are what you'll end up on if you don't take that bold move, yeah, and go to your happy family card, yeah, your 10 of cups. So you might end up on like a 9 of cups, okay, where you're sort of still content, but you'll always have that feeling that something is missing. Do you want to live that way when you don't have to? Yeah, because there's a better way, yeah. All right, so we have rest and rejuvenation. Well, you know what this is. This is basically rest and rejuvenation. This is what I just said, okay? This is the only card that's like a sleep card in this deck. When you go to sleep, right, and that will take the pressure off you. When you go to sleep at night, just spend 5 minutes. That's it, yeah? 5 minutes, and if you fall asleep, great, yeah? You'll fall asleep in a very good state. All right, the garden and the gate. Yeah, there's the same storyline I've been channeling for a few readings now. Somebody needs to get out. Yeah, see that gate? It's not even locked. I'm telling you, there's not even a lock on that thing. Literally, you just got to push it open and walk out. That's all you got to do. But you're going to need to speak up first, yeah? And you might not be sure about where to go. So that's why you also need to open your third eye. Can we get 2 more, please, angels? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. We might finish with these, actually. Oh, there he is. There's a man holding a heart who, for some of you, is going to be bringing quite a bit of sacral action. I've been telling you. In the last reading it came up. Yeah, see, walking away. And again, we have that gate. Do you see that gate? Oh, how you guys are hilarious. Okay, can you see what they just did? Because I just held up a card and said the gate's the gate's not even locked. I said all you got to do is walk out. And then they're like, yep, true. All you got to do is walk out. Now she's actually walking out. I know it's a female on the card. It's a feminine on the card, but it's the message will apply for feminines and masculines. Basically, whoever's in a situation that they're not happy in, yeah. And there'll be varying degrees of discomfort. I know the one that received the most views was the one I did recently on Stockholm syndrome, where there's it's a terrible situation. But for some of you, it might even just be that feeling of that Nine of Cups, like there's something missing. What's missing? My life feels like it's in black and white, and I want it to be in color. Well, that's because that could well be because your soul contract with a particular person has expired. Yeah. And that's how you'll just get that feeling. All right. Yeah. Magician and the Mirror. What are you going to manifest now? Yeah. What are you going to manifest? I can tell you this guy right here, there's nothing missing for him. Yeah. Look at his heart because he's choosing with his heart. Yeah. So he gets his happily ever after. Okay. I know I said that I'd just finish there, but you know what I'm like. I've changed my mind. I want to keep going. All right, 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'll start again. It feels messy. 1. Patience. Okay, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9. I did get a message this morning actually about a masculine who is starting to become more patient because he didn't have it before. He wasn't good at waiting for things before. Sometimes that, I'll just wait till these come out. That's a Holy Spirit card again that's come out, by the way. Oh, what are you doing there? Okay, blast from the past I just heard. Yeah, and there he is. I just flipped it over, by the way. Okay, we have the Holy Spirit and we have Jesus. Okay, do love when he shows up in a reading. In a reading I did recently in the, it was actually the Stockholm Syndrome reading where somebody needs to get out. I said the Holy Spirit is leading you, is guiding you. Yeah, it is guiding you towards the light. And actually a girl came out with her bags packed and leaving. So yes, this is very, very divinely orchestrated. This is God's script. Yeah, it was written this way. So wherever you landed, you were meant to land there for a while too. The world is about cycles. You were meant to land there to learn certain lessons, okay? And the lesson ultimately is follow your heart. The beautiful thing is so often the lessons themselves, even though the process is difficult, the lesson is simple. Follow your heart. It's really, really that simple. And a really good way to do that is to meditate every night. Again, even if it's only for 5 minutes. When you lie there in stillness without distractions, then you can actually listen to your heart, yeah? Amidst the hustle and bustle of this world and all its demands, yeah? And which try and make it very difficult for you to listen to your heart. That's why we have so many people with midlife crises or, people who grow old with regrets. Don't be one of those people. You're not meant to be. That's why you found my channel. This is a blast from the past here, yeah? Now, I did a while ago talk about a masculine who had kind of like a used salesman sort of vibe. I'm channeling him because I got him as soon as I picked this up, okay? So there are very, very varied storylines, okay? I don't feel this is the one who went in and married, had a marriage of convenience that I channeled him that way in my last reading. No. This is a guy I spoke about many months ago, yeah, who just wasn't honest. Wasn't honest with himself, wasn't honest with other people, and that's interesting because I've just remembered now. There we go, that throat chakra up there. Yeah, he wasn't. And he has paid the price. This is little Mr. What did I sing the other day? Hey there, Little Red Riding Hood. Yes, you sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. This was a big bad wolf, yeah. And he actually wasn't even allowed to get near that feminine. I don't believe there was an ocean between. Oh, there we go. The world, distance. He wasn't even allowed to get near her. Just far too out of alignment with her. But he's having an awakening as well. I have been told that. But yes, he may or may not return in the flesh. His energy is certainly about. Whether or not he comes with it is another story. But I will leave you with that. And just remember, so Jesus who, well, we have God and God, God and God. As I said, this is God's show, yeah? And that's your showrunner over there. He didn't show up, but it's funny because he showed up in the pre-shuffle I just did before I started. I wish you all a beautiful day, and please find time to play.